Welcome to the 12th video in the Simblee for Mobile tutorial series. In this video we're going to show how to do adding images to our apps, so pictures, and specifically we're going to use a PNG picture format in this tutorial. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go online and find whatever picture it is that you want to put in your app. So I decided on a gear picture because it was simple and I thought, why not? So one of these I selected. I already have mine downloaded, but you get the point. We're just throwing this into our app, and I would say it's important to pick a small picture. Remember, your phone's resolution is fairly small. So like, for example, if we were to throw this picture in there, it's 720 by 720, we wouldn't even be able to show this entire picture on our screen. So, when you're picking your picture, make sure to get something small, and or pick what you want and then edit it in Photoshop or Inkscape or something to make it smaller. But there you go. Find something, use the Google machine, download it, save it away to your desktop. So here's mine right here, my gear.png. And what's cool about this one, it's got a transparent background, which will work nicely on our app. And then the next thing that you need to do is you need to get XXD. XXD is an executable that will convert a picture to a hex file for us to use in our code. XXD is built in to Mac and Linux from my understanding. You can run it straight from the terminal. But for Windows, we need to download it. So I went to vim.com, I believe, to get XXD. And the Simblee YouTube channel, really, they've already done this video. I'm just doing it again. And hopefully you'll get a little bit more out of mine. But they did a really good job showing how to download XXD and run it and do this whole process. But just so you know, you can run over there and see how to do that. But I'm just going to take us from here where we already have XXD and we want to bring a picture into our application. So with both of these on the desktop, let's run a command prompt and make sure we're at our desktop. And in order to do this, do xxd.exe -i, the I flag, and then the name of the picture you have. Mine is called gear.png, and we don't have to give a path for it because we're dealing on the desktop here with both of them. And then we need to do an output, and we'll call it gears.h. Now when I hit enter here, gears.h is going to be generated and put on my desktop. And there it is, gears. Now we can open this and see what's in it. And a whole lot of hex, which is what we wanted, so that's a very good thing. But these are, this is your picture in hex format. And there are two important things here. There are two variables. At the top, they put all of this into an array, an unsigned character array called gear_png, and that is a variable that we're going to use in Arduino. And then the second one is at the very bottom, where it is the length of our array. So there are 2171 hex units, or hex values in this array. 2100 elements in this array. And we're going to make use of this variable as well. Now, while you've got your text file open, go ahead and add the const keyword here. What that's going to do is it's going to make sure that when you upload the code from Arduino IDE to the Simblee, that this is going to get saved to the flash memory, because that will be a much more efficient use of your storage. You definitely want to do that so that you are actually able to have your program live on the Simblee without running into your picture file. Okay. So you've got that done. Just go ahead and save that, close it, and then open Arduino, and here we've got our basic skeleton program already. And what you need to do is you need to go Sketch, Add File, go to the location, and pick your file, not gear. Can you tell I was doing this earlier? Gears.h. Taking its time. There we go. Okay. So it's been added. Here it is in the second tab here. You've got your variables here. And now we need to, in our main file here, we need to include gears.h. So now that our code has a reference for the picture code, we'll come down into our user interface, and we need to add an image source. So Simblee for mobile image source, and you need to give it an ID, so image 1, and you can do, I believe, 1 through 32 or maybe 0 through 31. I'm not sure, but I believe there are 30. You can upload up to 31 pictures, I think. But I would I've only done it starting at 1 here, so that's what I'm going to do for you guys. And then you declare the type of the picture. So it's a PNG. You could put in JPG, BMP. I wonder if TIF. Yep. Okay. And I wonder if GIF. Nope. No GIFs. And it is pronounced GIF. All right. PNG. And then the variable name from the gears.h file. So it's gear_PNG. And we don't include the brackets there. So gear_PNG. And then you need to pass in the length of this variable, which they gave to us very kindly at the bottom here. It is gear_PNG_len. So gear_PNG_len. So now we have an image source set up. Now, if you were to upload this to the Simblee right now, you wouldn't see your picture. It would just be blank screen, because you need to actually draw it. So Simblee for mobile, draw image. You're going to draw image 1, and then you're just going to tell it where you want it to go. So we'll put it whereabouts in the middle. And let's upload that and see how it looks. Alright, let's pull that up. And there you go. There's our gear. So that's about as much as there is to it. There are a couple parameters I want to show you with the draw image function, and we'll be on our way. Okay, so the other parameters that we can add to the draw image function are basically a repeat in the x and y. So if you want to draw 2 of these pictures, so basically we're doing like an array, or you could think of a 2-dimensional array. So we got, if we wanted a 2 by 2 array of these images, we could do 2, 2. And that will create 2 and 2. That won't create. So when I first did this, I wasn't sure if that was going to create 2 more pictures than I already drew, so 3, or if it was going to do just 2. And it is just 2. So we'll go ahead and upload this, and I'll show that. Okay, we'll pull this up, and there we go, 2 by 2. So in the code here, it was 2. There were 2 arguments, and you could do, the first one was the number of images in the x direction, the second one was the number of images in the y direction. And if you were to make it, a 4 by 4, you would probably see all 4 of them in the y, but you wouldn't see them in the x because they'd run right off the screen. They'll draw them off the screen. When I say they, of course, I'm talking about the phone. But that's about all there is to the image thing. There are a few little caveats that I've run into as far as using multiple image sources and when you can call the draw image function. I've actually, I'm hoping to hear back from Simblee on that, because according to their documentation it shouldn't matter where you call it in the user interface function. But right now it seems like it is being affected by it. So I'm not going to address it because I think it's going to be changed. And that is all we have for this installment of the Simblee for Mobile series. So thanks for watching, and I think we're going to talk about cache in the next video. Cold hard memory storage cache. Thanks. Bye.